It's hello everyone, how everyone doing? It's very sad about this father kill his child's mother and stuff like that. And it's very sad that the other two people that tried to help get shot too when they was just trying to help. Wish the dude would have went and found counseling if he was talking about mental health. Instead of going that route of killing his baby mother, he should have thought about it because he said he was struggling for mental health. He should have went and got counseling or something, or went to talk to somebody to get help, and so he can rationalize and think about a better way of handling the situation. So I wish he would have done that instead of doing what he did. Because maybe if he would have talked to somebody and it would have set him down, maybe it wouldn't have ended up like this. 3 people's lives have been changed forever. The father, the mother, the other guy that got killed, and the child. Life have been changed because he's not going to see his mother. He's not going to see his daddy ever again. And it's just sad. The whole situation is just sad and messed up.
Before killing himself. One of the victims, family says, was the mother of his child. 12 News' Courtney Sisk sat down with her parents today, who say they're heartbroken.
Our little area is gone.
Parents torn apart by the death of their child. 23-year-old Ariana Reed was one of the victims shot and killed Saturday at the Park Plaza Apartments in Brown Deer.
They lost a star, a shining star. Precious rare diamond. She was everything to us.
Reed leaves behind her 2-year-old son, Egypt. Family tells 12 News she shared that child with the suspected shooter, who police say shot and killed himself.
What I admire most about her is that she was an awesome mother.
Good job.
It deeply saddens us that her son will not be able to see that spirit anymore.
Yes.
Reed's mother says Ariana was no longer in a relationship with the suspect and moved out just a few days ago. They say she still wanted to co-parent, telling 12 News she went to drop their child off to be with his dad at the apartments. They never imagined she wouldn't make it home.
My husband and I got a phone call around 10 in the morning, and it was him saying, "It's over, come get Egypt now."
That call came from the suspect.
From my understanding is when she dropped him off and as she was leaving, he shot her from the balcony and then ended up shooting the 2 people that was trying to help our daughter. So we believed that if they would have gotten her help, she still would have been with us.
Her child is safe and now living with his grandparents. What do you want Egypt to grow up to be?
Like her, to be caring, loving.
At this time, it's unclear if the other shooting victims knew the suspect or if they were just trying to help. In Brown Deer, Courtney Sisk, WISN 12 News.
In the Brown Deer apartment shooting over the weekend have now been identified.
Fox 6's Angelica Sanchez tells us the suspect went on Facebook Live before turning the gun on himself. She joins us live with what we learned today.
That's right, guys, and unfortunately that disturbing video is still circulating around social media despite the suspect's social media accounts being taken down. We are learning more about him and of the victims of Saturday's tragedy. The medical examiner has identified the suspect in Saturday's shooting in Brown Deer as 26-year-old Larvell Huddleston. Authorities say the shooting started as a domestic dispute.
It's all over Facebook right now.
Huddleston went on Facebook Live after fatally shooting the mother of his son. She's been identified as 23-year-old Ariana Reed. Huddleston also shot 2 other people in the parking lot of his apartment complex. The medical examiner identified one of them as 31-year-old Michael Edward Anderson.
The best we can tell is people are trying to help out.
The The other victim shot by Huddleston survived. His name is Eric Lewis. He declined an on-camera interview but told Fox 6 over the phone Anderson was shot while trying to help the 23-year-old woman. He says he was shot in the leg when he tried to help Anderson, who was injured. Police say Huddleston shot at officers on the scene. Officers did not return fire. The medical examiner says Huddleston eventually turned the gun on himself. Authorities say the couple's 2-year-old child was not injured. Now, unfortunately, we tried to make efforts to reach out to the families of the victims in this case. They were not interested in interviews at this time. In the meantime, the Wauwatosa Police Department is leading this investigation. Reporting live from outside the medical examiner's office, Angelica Sanchez, Fox 6 News.
Angelica, thank you.
Ground deer yesterday that left 3 people dead and a 4th person injured.
Bruce Harrison spoke with the family of a young mother who was among those shot and killed.
Ariana Reed's brother, Aaron, left Milwaukee. He was afraid to start a family in a violent city. But violence brought him home yesterday in a rush when his sister was shot and killed.
It's like a hole that I ain't gonna never be able to close. You know what I'm saying? It's like
A close family, big brother Aaron, watched out for Ari as she was known by her family.
I was always there to protect her every day. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, any schoolyard bullies, we went to school together. We 7 to 8 years apart, so I was always the one she came to when anything came up.
Now, he's here to speak for her.
She was the life, you know what I'm saying? She was the life of the family. Anytime we came together, we always looked for my little sister to keep the joint going on around us.
Ari's family says her ex-boyfriend and father of her child shot her to death. She had stopped by his home to drop off their 2-year-old son, Egypt. The suspect's brother tells TMJ4 News that man's name is Larvell Huddleston. Police believe the suspect shot and killed himself. Ari's family is struggling to accept that gun violence in the city has touched them.
For it to hit home like the way it's hitting home, it's diabolical. You know, it's really diabolical, and we are hurting so bad.
Ari was studying to be a registered nurse. She also ran a small design company. Her mother, Tracy, told us Ari loved her family. Together, they'll raise Egypt.
Anything that he could possibly need or want in life, he can always call me. I'll always come back home in a heartbeat.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
And police have not yet identified the other person killed or another man who was injured in the shooting, but police say they believe both those people were trying to help out after a deadly domestic dispute.